Hello everybody, welcome back to Speletons. I'm Zinker, she's Derek. So once again, this is the Monster Crown Kickstarter, private Kickstarter backer thingy-mabobber. Oh, the bird's not a monster I can tame. So we're playing, what do we do? We're playing Monster Crown. It's this new game in Kickstarter. Back it if you like it, please. They worked hard on it. They're cool. It's already funded. I don't think I mentioned that. We're just trying to get a perma-death mode now. That's right, at 40,000, they'll make a perma-death mode. Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. Ooh, he resists it.
Perma-death is always adds flavor.
Oh, that killed him one hit. I wasn't trying to kill him in one hit. I was trying to catch him.
The other thing I wanted to, the other reason I pulled up my DS, which is I may or may not have accidentally loaded up the Me Plaza, so I can't really check it right this second, or look at it more right this second. The other thing I wanted to mention was there's a game it was a software I downloaded on my 3DS. I forgot my Me had a blooper hat.
Alright, enemy road-ask appears.
The other thing I want to talk about was there's a game I downloaded with my DSi actually.
Oh, I don't have
way
it.
Back when.
I didn't want to defend.
I just high-fived my roommate like 15 times.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, on Street Pass.
On here, yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, he came in and I just high-fived him 15 times.
Whatever gets it done, man. Whatever gets it done.
Hey,
whoa, what's that? He looks different.
The game I was going to talk about was Crystal Monsters. That's what it was called. It was very much a Pokemon-like game. It was like a $5 game off the Nintendo's the DS store.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it or tried it or anything.
Crystal Monsters?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I don't think so.
It was by Game Loft, I think is what the company was called. Yeah, I used to just play it a bunch. It was alright. I didn't play it too much. I think I played it somewhat, but yeah, it was pretty fun. Game thing. I don't really have much else to describe other than just Pokemon. That's pretty much what it was. I think the story was a bit more mature. I think some people burned alive in a building once.
Wait, in a crystal monster? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It happened in Pokemon. Remember the burned tower? Like, 3 Pokemon burned to death. That was just...
cemetery.
That was in Pokemon Crystals. Wait a second. Crystal monsters. Pokemon Crystal with the burned tower.
X-Files theme.
I don't think that was the X-Files theme, Derek.
You're not the X-Files theme.
That is true. Remember the X-Files theme in Major Key?
Sure.
I got normal contract times 5.
I don't know why that meme existed, but...
What? What game?
The meme, the in whatever key.
Oh, I don't know. That was a fantastic meme for me, though. I love hearing stuff in a Major Key. Hey there, kid. How's your trip going? You come back to get some rest? Oh, cool. Dad heals me up. I'm in my room. Yeah. Well, so if I get roughed up, Dad will heal me up with some nice rest with him. Some daddy cuddles, if you will.
Sure.
Daddy cuddles fix everything, Derek, as you know.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Aren't you a fan of daddy cuddles?
Not particularly.
What is it? This actually reminds me of a story, which I'm kind of slightly upset about. So what is it? I have one of my friends at work, right?
Yeah.
And he always like hits on me and something or whatever, and I always say "e" to him, pretty much exactly as it goes down too. I also mentioned I have like a workplace daughter, right? I have a self-proclaimed daughter at work. I'm just like, all right, she's my daughter now, and she is. So he was talking with her, and apparently he convinced her to do this, but he got her to call me daddy. I'm like, no, you can't. You can't call me that. That's way too weird. You're not allowed.
That word is ruined.
That word is ruined for me. It's awful. I was snapping her, and she's like, I was telling her about how I got a present for someone, and she's like, "Okay, Daddy." I'm like, "No, you can't call me that. It's too weird, please." Please spare me. Anyhow, yeah, that's what happened. So, that was the end of the story. I just thought that was fun. That's what I got to from, Daddy Cuddles, so. I'm sure you understand, Derek. Daddy Derek. Why is there
what they called the guy, the father in, Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
Why is there a bunch of guys just... Oh, I just entered a battle.
There's another one in the process of being made, but...
Oh, yeah, there is.
Daddy Derek.
Yeah, why can't I choose item? Oh, do I have to actually, like, attack him? And then if I... Oh, offer. I can offer for normal contract. This is why I couldn't get him before. Oh, cool, I got a Primagon. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I think it's a Primagon. Let me see.
Considering he's reading the terms and conditions.
Yeah. Excuse me. He read the terms and conditions and he joined. So that's cool.
I just like the idea of you just like throwing a piece of paper at him.
Here, read this.
What's that?
It's a card. It's a contract. Yeah. I just imagine like you hand this contract to a monster, like you walk up to it, it puts on some glasses, and it's like, okay, here, let me take.
Puts on green glasses, like sits near a lamp, like sits in like a chair, like a rocking chair near a lamp.
Yeah, there's a table. He's upset with the terms and conditions, so he comes to the table and he's just like, he just slams back. He's like, all right, these are fucked up shit. Oh, these are gangsters. Gangster. Sorry, they're not gangsters. Gangster A. What
other benefits?
What a fabulous name. His name is Gangster A. Man, those thugs have nothing on us. We own these streets.
Maybe his name is A.
Gangster B. They ain't got no class neither, bumming around like they do. Gangster C, those guys are out for themselves. We help the little people. And what do we get? Fine cigars, a soft bed, all the luxuries of life. That's real charity right there. Hey, you think... Alright,
I think it's not.
He's gotta be. Ain't no one got a squeaky clean image like the Kings do without something shady going on. Hey, we've got a shadow. Keep it down. Hey, we've got a shadow. Keep it down. You already said that. Ah, crap. He said crap! Sorry. Am I gonna have to, like, battle off a bunch of gangsters? Oh, Gangster D. Oh, God. I want to talk with him. I think he has something great for me.
No, it's the name is Mirror B.
Mirror B. No, Gangster B, Derek.
No, that was Gangster B.
Bump brown out. Wow. That is the best. That is the best battle theme of Pokemon.
It is pretty good.
There is no defeating it. That is the best one.
Except when you defeat Mirror B.
No, but that doesn't defeat the song. Sometimes I don't even like to battle Mirror B. I don't like to do it. Yeah, I want him. I just want to let the music go forever. And I just might someday. Enemy Primagon approaches. Oh, that's right. I can send out something.
That's right. I had how much time's left?
Did I set the timer for this? 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
I don't know. Okay, let's go for it. Yesterday I had Imagine RT.
Oh yeah, that's fine. What the hell is this?
So, that was pretty fun. We had
Oh, I don't know if I wanted to battle this. Oh, it's level 30. I'm gonna offer it a contract. Oh, it scoffed at the contract. Oh, I think it just killed me.
Guess you'll die.
I don't know if I want this. Let me flee. I don't know why he's just standing there waiting. I'm gonna just walk away from him now. Oh God, they're ambushing me! No!
Ambush!
It's a monster ambush! God! Oh no! There's like 500 of them here! Oh God! Oh no! Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but...
That's fine.
Some things are happening.
Yeah, so Imagine RT is just like... RT basically just has like a bunch of like booths and stuff set up across the campus where like we showcase like work and other stuff that people have been doing, and clubs also set up and like show off kind of like the clubs and whatnot. A bunch of people in the area come by. It gets a ton of people through there.
Understandable.
And so, Cosplay Troop, we just set up a booth where we just basically just stand around in cosplay and like greet people and take pictures
What the heck
and
is
whatnot
that?
and talk to people. It doesn't really benefit our club too much. We just do it kind of like because Imagine likes us. We're awesome people. We get attention too. So we had our booth set up. Actually, Imagine this year. So last year we were in like a kind of far off, like hard to find spot where there wasn't a ton of traffic through there. This year, Imagine asked us like, "Hey, do you guys want to be in like the SAU lobby?" And we were like, "Yeah, we do."
Yeah, that's the exact thing we want to happen.
So like it's a very well trafficked area.
Gotcha.
Imagine.
Understandable.
So which is nice because like we had like a lot more people come through this year. I was I had to get there at like 10 a.m., which I got there a little bit late because of traffic. Because Imagine gets so fucking populated, or like there's so many cars going through and trying to find parking. So I got there at like 10. I changed. I was cosplaying Mario for it. I changed into Mario. Because like because there's usually a lot of kids too. So like I want to make sure I wasn't something that would like scare children, which is why I didn't want to do like Team Skull or Team Rocket or some sort of. I didn't want to do some sort of villain really because I didn't want to be like. I want kids to be like, oh no, it's a villain person. I'm spooked. So I did Mario. At least for the first half of it, I did Mario. I did switch to Dennis from the SpongeBob movie in the second half.
Okay. This is for the whatchamacall?
For Imaginary Team.
Gotcha.
It was a lot of fun because like it's a lot of fun because occasionally you get to have cool interactions with people who just walk by and they're like, hey, I know your thing, or like, hey, like
I know your thing.
I had really like when I was Mario, everybody's like, oh, it's fucking Mario, it's obvious. I didn't have anyone actually recognize me as Dennis. That being said, I did get to have a really cool interaction. Someone at the booth had a staff. We also bring like props and helmets and stuff to show off too.
Gotcha.
Someone at our booth brought their staff for their Jack Frost cosplay from what was the movie? What was that animated movie?
What from
where it was like
the Guardians.
The Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Rise of the Galaxy Guardians.
Right.
Got it.
Rise of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Got it.
Yeah.
Understood.
So and she has like the staff from it, and someone came up to the booth and he's like, what's that staff from? And she's like, it's Jack Frost, and he's like, oh, or from whatever, and he's like, oh, okay. I thought it was something from like an obscure video game, and I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I looked at the staff. I was thinking the same. I had a thought as well of what it could be from. Looked at the staff, and looked at the guy. Like I was like staring at this whole interaction because I was like, I think I know what he's talking about. He is correct. It is obscure.
Okay.
And then she's like, well, what were you thinking it's from? And he says, I thought it was like, from Lost Magic, and I immediately jump in. I'm like, Isaac's staff, and he's like, yeah, and it was like
Lost Magic.
I was like, so.
Why does that sound familiar to me?
I probably have mentioned it before. I was so excited. I had like a conversation with this guy about the game. I was so excited. I have not met another living being that has played this game for 11 years.
I feel like you've really wanted to play this game on the show.
I probably do. I would play it.
This is a season 1 conversation topic from way back.
Very possible. I know I had to have brought it up at some point because I remember exactly. Actually, I remember exactly the context I brought it up, and the context I brought it up was at RockCon earlier this year, or maybe it wasn't this year. Maybe it wasn't
there. It was no way. It was this year.
It was. I may have been last year, or maybe it. No, it was not RockCon. It was the con in Buffalo, New York, that I went to over the summer by myself. Not last summer, the summer before that. At one of the vendors, I walked by and I saw a copy of Lost Magic sitting on the counter that someone was selling, and I was very close to buying it because this game came out in 2006. It came out pretty shortly, I think, after the DS came out. Maybe it wasn't shortly. No, that was not shortly after the DS came out, I think. It came out, or it was the second game I ever had for the DS.
Gotcha.
It was pretty early in like the life cycle. And it was one of my favorite games like ever that I'd ever played. The problem was I had never met a single soul on the planet who had played it, except for I had one friend in elementary school that I used to play it with a bit, who got it because like I told him about it and it was like really, and like he was like, and we played multiplayer in it sometimes. Game was like really great. It was a lot of fun, but
I just realized time ran out.
I had the game from that point. At some point when I traded in my DS and like all my games for it at one point. Like I completely like got rid of my DS and everything. I ended up later in like middle school like buying a
what game?
DSi,
what system is this for?
Nintendo DS.
Gotcha.
The original DS. I ended up like.
What are you doing in again?
What?
What are you doing in again? In the Lost Magic.
Oh, what do I do in it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's a live action strategy game where you basically control a character who controls magic.
Is it Lost Magic? Do you combine
later
it?
on in the game? Not until the second playthrough. Only in the second playthrough do you get to use Lost Magic.
Oh. Do you combine magic in this?
You can combine
magic. I just remembered a game we were supposed to do this season. From that one interaction.
So, what this game was you could for one thing, you could capture monsters. Any monster you can fight in the game, you can capture. And like you can have up to 3 monsters with you. And by monsters, I mean depending on the monsters, like how strong they are, you could have 1, 2, or 3 of them. Like per like selection. So you could have up to 9 things with you total if you had like 3 groups of 3.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, like the strongest things in the game were generally you can only have like they would only come with 1. So what was you could capture monsters in it. You could control them and like tell them to like send them like off to go do things or whatever. The maps had like usually objectives to complete. Some of them were just like to kill everything. Some of them were like purify like crystals, which you had to like stand by for a set amount of time. Like the bottom screen was for you could like tap everything and like select them, or like drag and like select things and then like move somewhere else and like tap and like be like, all right, go over here, or like be like, hey monsters, go attack that guy. But you could also, what your character did is you also like your character moves the same way. Like you tap him, tap somewhere else on the screen, he moves over there. What we could do is you held like button, which is L, which is annoying when my L button stopped working.
Yeah.
And what you do is you'd have like on the top screen it would show you a list of runes. And you basically draw the rune on the bottom screen, and then like you can cast a spell from it. That being said, it gets to later in the game, so there's 6 different types of runes, and then for each type there's 3 runes of different like levels. So like for fire runes, there's one of them is just like an upside down V. That's just a basic fireball. That's simplest spell. Then one of them, the next level up is an M, and then the next level after that is like an M, and then like some other like squiggles on, or like some other lines on there too, tacked down.
Gotcha.
So what you do is and like they get stronger as you go, and then partway through you learn how to combine runes. So what you can do is you can draw I could draw like a V for an upside down V for like a fireball, and then I could draw the symbol for like an ice spell, and then I would, rather than casting a fireball, I would cast like I think like an ice spike that would travel through things.
Okay.
You could combine runes basically to create different effects.
Okay. This is like another game that we were meant to play.
Later on, you get tri-casting, where you can combine 3 runes.
Okay.
Not all combinations of runes worked for 3, but like there were a bunch that did. So like you could do 3 of the same rune. You could do like 3 going down a column. You could do 3, or I don't remember exactly what the combos were, but there were like a bunch of like combos you could do. I don't think any possible or combination would. I don't think every possible combination worked. It was just most possible combinations did.
Gotcha.
Really
I like to inform you that we've been over the episode limit for a solid amount of time.
But,
okay.
Like, I started on Lost Magic, and you asked about the game, and I was like, all right, well now I gotta go into this.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really fun. Lots of cool stuff you could do. Draw. You could. I learned to draw stuff really fast. From that, partially not draw like good, but like I got really good with the DS screen. Yeah.
All right.
Between that and Mario Hoops 3 on 3, I got really good with DS screen.
Oh yeah, I played Mario Hoops 3 on 3. We should do it for the show then.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because you need shit to do. Oh, I mean, you have shit to do. You just don't do it.
I'll do Lost Magic. I would love to do that.
Yeah, but do it. I'm sure you can get a ROM for it.
Yeah, I should be able to draw with the mouse and like use keyboard controls to
navigate it. I think we'll have to set up a certain way to get the DS is recorded. Though.
I played through it on my old Nexus tablet. I played through the entire game on there, which is pretty cool that actually worked out.
Nexus, how did you do that?
I had a DS emulator on my tablet.
Oh, okay.
And I just like drew on the screen.
Then there you go. Yeah, let's.
It should be. I wish this game was turned into an app. It would be perfect.
I mean,
it's like the perfect thing. To
anyhow, we gotta move to the next episode. Next time on Speletons, back this game if you're liking it so far, or just back it anyways. You know what? I don't even care if you like it. Back it.
Or if it's already out,
use your money.
Back it still.
It's never too late. All right, next time on Speletons. Bye bye.